So, thus far, we've covered the importance of finding a proper host, a proper home for your WordPress site, the two types of data compression we will be employing, gzip compression and minification, as well as the importance of reducing the number of requests our website initiates so as to make things easier on the browser that is acting as the middleman between our website and its user. Since each and every image on your site constitutes an HTTP request in itself, and the less of those you have means a faster loading website, it follows that you should make it a priority to only include the number of images on any given web page necessary to accomplish or help to accomplish whatever you and the web page are trying to do, whatever message you and the web page is trying to convey. I do admit, however, that statement is so general as to be practically meaningless. We ultimately want the images we want, and we want them where we want them, regardless of how many. And this is because images are usually key to our website's UX, its user experience. Some of you likely have WordPress sites that are almost entirely image-based, in fact. So while doing our best to be mindful of the total number of images, what we need is a means by which to serve speed-optimized versions of our images. The primary reason for that being, of course, that optimizing images can often yield some of the largest savings and performance improvements for your WordPress website. The fewer bytes of information the browser has to download, the less it has to carry, the less competition there is for the user's bandwidth, and the faster the browser can download and render useful content on the user's screen. But what does it mean to serve speed-optimized versions of your images? What does that entail exactly? Well, much like gzip and minification, we will compress our images. It is a different sort of compression, however, and presented to you as such, in that with images we can and will, in conjunction with that compression, eliminate or remove or change some of the information that actually makes the image it is. And due to how our eyes, say that 10 times really fast, how our eyes work, we and our site's users are simply none the wiser for having removed or altered this information. Were you to attempt such a thing with your text-based assets, your CSS, your JavaScript, you would quickly find that you had broken those. With images, however, there is a visual threshold of what we as human beings are even capable of seeing. And if we cannot see a difference between image A and image A reduced to half its original size or weight, it obviously behooves us to make use of the smaller image that, to our eyes anyway, looks exactly the same, because this means less for the browser to carry. There are two different methods or modes of image optimization that we will ultimately employ. The first is what is known as lossy image optimization, wherewith we actually remove some of the pixel data. A pixel, of course, being the smallest controllable element of a picture represented on the screen, the dots that comprise the sum total of the image that we ultimately perceive as an image. The second is what is known as lossless image optimization, wherewith we don't remove any pixels, we simply compress them. With both of these methods, however, we will be stripping out the information unnecessary to its rendering as an image. This information is what is referred to as metadata, and contains things such as how large the picture is, the color depth of the image's resolution when the image was created, etc., etc., none of which is necessary and often runs counter to our performance goals. It is the most common theme running through this course, so make sure to remember our general optimization rule. Less means more when it comes to speed.